Hello, everyone in the chat. Hello, Phil. My family's over here first. Hi, Victoria.
Family's the best.
Felt Life is in here.
Yay, hi, Brittany.
Amanda is in here. Oh, awesome. Oh, Amanda's baking bread. All right. Well, while everyone sort of rolls into the comments, we are going to start with a fun kickoff question. So, Lisa, we'll start with you.
Okay.
What is your favorite non-Disney Halloween movie?
I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm like, the ones that are coming to mind are like Tim Burton and like Halloween, like, and Disney. Like, I don't even know. Like, yeah, movie wise, I don't know. I do like to binge watch like The Walking Dead for Halloween. That's not a movie, but yeah, I like to watch the old episodes, like when it was better. I'm still not caught up on the new episodes, but I do love zombies.
They're terrifying.
Mary, how about you?
I really like Tim Burton as well, but I think Sleepy Hollow might be my favorite Halloween non-Disney movie. I don't think that's Disney, right? I mean, they probably own something somewhere, but
I've never even seen it, so I don't really know.
Oh, really? It's like the music makes it really spooky, but it's not like really scary, so I can handle it because I'm not like a scary movie person. But yeah, that's a good combination of like gives you kind of chills and creepy crawlies and stuff with people sneaking up on you and whatever, but it's not like scary.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have a good answer for this either. I used to love scary movies, but it's been so long since I really watched them. So I might say like a scary movie every once in a while then. Well, Life is questioning the scariness.
I mean, after you've seen it once, then it's not scary anymore. I don't think.
Okay. I don't hate scary movies. I enjoy them in the daylight.
Yeah, I feel that.
Phil has never watched a scary movie with me either, so he doesn't even know.
You just watched them by yourself?
I feel like since we've been together, which is like 8 years, we've never watched a scary movie or seen a scary movie together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know what Frankenburger is.
Is that even a thing?
All right. Well, let's start off the show, guys. I am Pauline. You are on Mouse and Mermaid right now, my channel with my husband, Phil. He is an admin in the comments here, so be good. We do Disney vlogs in the parks. I do pin videos. I do haul videos. And we also vlog our weekly life. And I am co-hosting with Mary. So Mary, take it away.
Hello. Thank you. Yes, I am Mary. My channel is Jolly Holiday with Mary. I am a big Mary Poppins fanatic. And I do Disney unboxings, Disney hauls, anything Shop Disney, like once a week comes to my house. So I show you guys all of that stuff, pin collecting, and then also share daily lives in week vlogs with my adorable Boston Terriers and my husband.
I like how you said the dogs first.
They're the main show, yeah. Right, there's one right. She just popped in here. She's like, I might just sit and wait while you're here, Mom, on this couch.
All right, and then our special guest today is Lisa from Vegan Dynamite. Lisa, take it away.
Hi, so I'm Lisa. I mainly do like vegan lifestyle content, which kind of encompasses everything, including Disney and theme parks and things like that. I kind of try to make it like fun and like palatable for everybody. I don't get preachy and weird, but I just try to present vegan lifestyle in a way that is fun and appealing.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
let's check up on some of the comments here. So, Salt Life is the same. Don't watch the scary movies together. Looks like
funny.
Luke is here.
Hi, Luke.
And Magic in Michigan is here. There's lots of talk of bread, which is making me hungry. Speaking of food, I had and vegan lifestyle. I had a Beyond Burger or sausage for dinner tonight.
Really?
Yes.
What'd you think?
I actually enjoyed it. I had no toppings or anything on it. It was
They're pretty good, yeah.
All right. Where are the saffron ears? Funny you mentioned that. We're going to be revealing our fall logo later, and saffron ears may make an appearance.
Mm-hmm. They're also right over here in case I need them.
I almost wore my candy corn ears tonight too. I'm glad I went a different route. We would have been
Matchy.
Your hair, though, I love it.
No, your hair is so pretty.
Yes.
Oh,
Lisa
there
does
you
have
go.
people are wondering if Halloweentown is scary. We're going to talk about that. I can't even keep up with these comments. All right. Okay. Beyond Sausage is bomb. Cool. People are liking them. All right. So, I also want to remind everyone in the chat that we have a Facebook group. And if you would like to join, we do like a group watch every week of the movie. All three of us were on the group watch this week. It was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
And then we also just promote the show and talk about other fun movie stuff. So we'd love for you guys to join us.
Is Magic in Michigan talking about Halloweentown down there?
I believe so. Also,
Oh, no.
wondering what an unboxing is. I feel like Mary can explain that.
Sure, yeah. Well, I just started doing a couple of subscription boxes, like Disney subscriptions. So they send you kind of like mystery boxes full of Disney stuff, and you basically just open the box and show people what you got while you're recording yourself. Not weird at all. And then other than that, I just buy like shop Disney stuff and show you what I got in those boxes, or if they're pins, you just open packages and show what you got basically. So you can virtually shop with people. It's fun.
All right. So what we're really here for today is Halloweentown. So Lisa, do you have a notebook?
I do. It's not like a fancy Disney notebook. I got mine from Daiso. I don't know if it says stylish cat.
Oh.
Do you guys have Daiso where you live? It's like it's like a Japanese 99-cent store, and they always have weird, cute stationery. So I like to go there.
That's fun.
Of it, and it had a bunch of Disney stuff.
Yeah, they did. They have right now. I guess for the past few months, they've been, or maybe for the past year or so, they've been having a lot of Disney stuff.
And I loved that video, and I was so jealous of all that fun stuff.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to go watch it.
Yes, it's like stationery plus Disney are like two guilty pleasures.
Yes, please.
Luke knows what Daiso is also.
That's so funny. Is it just a California thing?
I mean, it's Japan. I think it's like in Japan.
Oh, okay.
And, I don't think it's just California. I think it's nationwide, but I'm not sure.
Huh. We have to Google it.
Mary, how about your notebook?
Yes. Got a little fancy with my stickers and stuff.
All right, yeah. Mine is just I don't know, a bunch of stickers.
Ooh, I like your title though.
Thank you. I actually did my notebook live. It was basically me and Brittany from Walt Life, Salt Life talking in a live on Instagram, but it was fun.
Oh, that is fun.
All right. So let's start off. Lisa, why don't you start off with your first impressions of the film?
Okay. So, honestly, when I was like waiting to see what movies were getting picked and which ones were going to be left for me, I was like kind of nervous when I got this one because as far as I knew, it was like a kids movie. And it seemed like the kind of movie that I would put on in the background and then like not pay attention to. And it would kind of create like the Halloween ambiance, but I'm like not paying attention to the storyline or the details. Like if there was a test on the movie, like I would fail. Like I'm not, like I have no idea what's going on. And honestly, like I just watched it again this morning and there were a lot of things that like wasn't paying attention to the first round. But I really liked I think I might be in the minority here, but I really liked the costumes and like the masks and stuff. Like they were kind of cheesy bad, but like that made them good.
Yes.
But yeah, I could definitely see myself putting it on in the background again, just for like the costumes and the scenery and stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Luke said this is the test.
Well, I took it's an open note test.
Yes.
Mary, what are your thoughts?
I really enjoyed it. I was like such a I don't know, 90s nostalgic feeling just watching it. Like the music and definitely the costumes were interesting. I really liked them. Like I loved everything being kind of practical. Like there was hardly any CG anything, and I really appreciated that. It just made it feel really fun and kind of, I don't know, community theater-y, something like that. Like it was just a really fun movie to watch. I wish that they had had more like doing powers and stuff. I wanted to see more of them like doing stuff like that. Like I kind of thought it would be more witchy, like Bewitched, where she just like zaps things around throughout the whole episode and stuff like that. But other than that, I really, really liked it. It was fun to watch.
Yeah. I don't think they had the budget for CGI. I'm just putting that out there. Someone found it when we were watching the movie together, and they were supposed to have a 25 to 30 million budget, and it went down to 4 million. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. They did good though for what they had.
Yeah, I agree, Brittany. It's super nostalgic. I think of the three of us, I'm the only one who saw it when I was little. Is that correct?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Okay. So I don't know. It kind of had like a nostalgia factor for me because I remember watching it when I was younger. But certainly like it's also had that a little bit of a jarring feeling because realizing kind of how bad it actually was rewatching it. Quality wise. And it's funny because I actually ended up going back last night and I started to watch the second one because there are 3 films to follow this film, which is crazy to me. And the second one seems to be a lot better. So it must have been like, oh, you're doing good. Like we're going to give you the budget. So more magic.
Oh, good. I need to watch the other ones. I would like to see what else happens. So
but overall, like I loved it purely for the nostalgia factor. So that's kind of my overview there. All right. So, Mary, why don't you give us the rundown on the story?
Yeah, it was a really fun kind of mystery almost story. Like I felt like the whole time you were trying to figure out like who has powers and who's like the bad guy in this thing that she's like that the grandmother's like sort of finding out about. And I don't know, it was really fun that way. Like the story was sort of a mystery. I don't know, but I did really like how they threw in some little like hints that the kids had magical powers and stuff, like the cookie floating. That was really funny and cute. So yeah, like the kids all secretly have powers, and the mom is trying to have them live like a human life or whatever because their dad was human and stuff. So and then I guess he passed away, and she's like revolting against the Halloweentown thing. She doesn't want to be magical or her kids to be magical. So they just kind of have like a little fight with the grandma about living the witchy way or living the mortal way. It was basically like a Bewitched movie, but with like a lot of kids and grandparents and stuff. It was super fun.
Awesome. How about you, Lisa?
So like I said, I caught some things like in the story, like watching it again the second time. And one thing that was like kind of confusing to me the first time was like I didn't really understand at first like why she didn't want her to go like trick-or-treating, and then I realized like she's against all things Halloween and whatever. But the grandma comes on the bus. Does she come and visit every year? Because like they made it sound like it's something that happens every Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, she hasn't been here for over a year. So
yeah, Halloween's the only day that she can go back and forth.
It seems like it.
But like Marnie loves her grandma, but she like wanted to book it and like leave and go to some party and just like not see her. Like that wasn't really mentioned. I don't know.
Yeah, like did she expect the grandmother to come, or was it just like maybe she will?
And then she just kind of showed up by surprise.
Yeah.
But it happens every year.
Right. It's unclear.
Yeah.
I think there's the classic Disney Channel movie plot holes in this.
Yeah, sure. This is why I'm annoying to watch movies with, because I'll be like sitting there picking apart like plot holes and like, well, what about this? Why did this happen? And yeah.
That's fun though.
Yeah. I just want to pull up some. So apparently this is a thing. I didn't know that. That is pretty cool.
Oh,
his house is a bed and breakfast. Yes, not great quality for 2000s. Okay. And then Magic in Michigan has made it very clear they do not like this movie.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to add, Lisa, to the story?
I don't think so.
Okay, someone mentioned it's like a Halloween Hallmark movie, and I kind of feel like, was it you, Lisa?
No, but someone said that in the chat, and I agree.
Yeah. I totally agree. This like kind of, I think the storyline could have been really good, but it just had that like cheesy Full House like story writing vibe to it, which like almost made it great, but I mean, if you're looking for like a really solid, high quality movie, it certainly is not there. And then I thought that they could have done so much more with the character development in the story. So I think that's a big lacking part. And I think just like the slower moving pace also, watching it, I was like, gosh, it felt like we didn't get through a lot. And then I looked up like the runtime of like other Halloween movies we were going to watch, and it was like the same amount of time. I was like, it didn't feel like a lot happened in that time frame. So that was just kind of my story thought. All right.
You know what it reminded me of a little bit, like the storyline like pattern. I don't know if you guys watched Power Rangers when you were little.
Yes.
But it kind of like trying to squeeze the story into 30 minutes. There were a lot of plot holes, and then it would get to like the climax of like the bad guy. It reminded me of like a Power Rangers episode if you stretched it out into 90 minutes.
Yes, totally.
All right, so if people want to know, they decorate this town every year, and it's in Oregon. That's amazing.
Yeah, Brittany said that she lives pretty close. She was thinking about going there sometime this month, I think, just to see what they have and stuff.
Yeah, so I have something about that in my notes. They do like for 1 week every October, it's the Spirit of Halloweentown Festival. And like, that's when they decorate and they do all of this stuff. So I don't know if that's something that's I should have looked it up if it's still happening this year with the quarantine and everything. But in past years, they've done it every year.
Oh, that's fun. Let's road trip next year.
Amanda, thank you. Yes, we are discussing Halloweentown, so it would be helpful if everyone in the chat could also, because I'm trying to sift through the comments and it's a little...
Yeah, it's a little hard.
All right, cool. So let's move on to the stars. So Lisa, tell me what you think about the stars.
Oh gosh. Okay, so this is part of the reason that I missed a lot. I think the first time I watched it, because I'm like, oh, who's that person? Who's that person? And I'm like Googling them and like missing what's going on. So the kids, like all of the little kids seemed really familiar to me, but I don't think any of them have been in too much. I mean, I think one or two of them have acted like consistently, but it was like one-time roles and like different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the little one reminded me of like Matilda or somebody. She kind of had that generic like 90s TV show look.
Yeah.
And then I think the mom has actually worked a lot, but it wasn't, I don't think she's been in anything. Oh, she was the April in Ninja Turtles. And I read that the boy, Dylan, the actor was like a huge Ninja Turtles fan and was like starstruck when he got to act with her and found out she was going to be his mom.
Aw, that's cute.
And then the other thing that I looked up was the kid who played Luke. Wait, that was his name, right? The bad kid who turned good? Luke.
I think so, yeah.
He was the voice of Hey Arnold for season 2 and 3. And then he also played young Christopher in Gilmore Girls, like one episode of Gilmore Girls that was like a flashback episode.
Oh.
He played Christopher when he was in high school.
Halloweentown always makes me think of Gilmore Girls, and I don't know why. I think just
maybe
like
that's why.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I have yet to watch that. I'm the worst.
You would love that show.
I think you would too.
Yeah, probably. Too fun.
All right, Mary, how about the stars for you?
Yeah, I loved freaking Debbie Reynolds. She was amazing. She reminded me a lot of, I'm just going to reference Bewitched like the whole show, sorry. But she reminded me so much of Aunt Clara, like with her bag, like following along behind, and it like didn't want to jump off the bus and stuff. Like it just had so many Aunt Clara vibes from Bewitched. And then I really liked Marnie's character. Like she was just such a quintessential little, like, bratty 90s preteen. Like she was just super fun. I don't know, like I don't want to have that like attitude coming at me, but when it's going in a movie, it was like really fun to watch. Just I don't know, it felt really kind of nostalgic, like 90s, like preteens are just expected to kind of be like snotty and like rude to their parents and stuff. I don't know, but I really liked her character. I do wish that they had like altogether more screen time, just because I agree that like you don't get a whole lot of character development. Like I liked all the characters, but I could have used a lot more like interaction and just information about them. Like I don't know, the mom comes and then the grandma and the mom are asleep, and then you just kind of hang out with the kids for a little bit, and it's just like it was very kind of all over the place with the characters and the storyline arcs and things, but for the most part, I thought it was pretty fun, and like it's super easy to follow, obviously. So it's just like an easy movie to watch. I liked all the characters.
I don't know if this is true, but Paul says that there was supposed to be a different ending to this movie.
I read that too.
Oh, you did? Okay. Something about so maybe the talisman she was wearing, or the little thingy. They kept calling the talisman, but it was like a wand.
Right. Yeah. I was confused about that too. I thought it was the thing that her grandmother gave her.
Yes.
But it's not.
It's true. Okay. Not doubting you, Paul.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
When I read about the alternate ending though, like I was kind of confused about what exactly was going to happen, but it was going to involve like they said, her walking into the forest and getting older. And so they're like costuming, they crafted like these fake heads like for her to wear as she's like getting older. And apparently the actress like kept them. So she's got like these heads of herself, like as like an old lady. I don't know.
Huh. That's so weird.
It still didn't really explain what the story, like what happened in the story, but apparently she's got heads of herself.
Well, I think they also were like, oh, we can do 4 more follow-up movies to this, so let's not make her old.
Oh, yeah, true.
Right. That's so weird.
All right. So just a couple add-ons in terms of the stars. I really liked Marnie. I thought she played like a good bratty 13-year-old, fighting with her mom and all that. And I think she's an underrated Disney Channel star because I think there's some like really big Disney Channel stars out there. And I think this was the only thing that she was in for Disney. Whereas I feel like there's other stars who are in like the shows and then the movies. But I thought they could have maybe given her a little more exposure. I thought the brother felt super cliche, and I kind of wondered why he was there other than to just make the movie feel more cliche.
Yeah.
And then Debbie Reynolds I feel like basically carries this movie in my
opinion. Yeah. She definitely did.
All right, so let's move on to the score. Any thoughts on that, Mary?
I just thought it was like super 90s. It sounded like they took all of the music off of YouTube's audio library, like just synth piano music and like goofy things. It was fun and definitely 90s, but just really kind of awful.
Oh, I totally forgot that, Amanda. Yeah, it's not great. Anything to add, Lisa?
I mean, there's not much to say about it, is there? It was like so generic. I don't even know. Like the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, there's like a little catchy like jingle in there, but I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head, and I can't remember what it sounded like. Like I don't know if I would recognize it if I heard it in public.
Right.
Like if they played it at Disneyland, I would be like, I have no idea what this is.
Right. I agree. Amanda, that's funny.
Yes.
Semi-spooky 90s Disney music.
You may very well play this in Disney, and I just don't have any idea.
Right.
All right, so that was a quick one. How about scenery, Lisa?
So I don't know. For me, I guess like scenery. Well, we're talking about like the setting and stuff, right? Or like the characters and costumes too. Or
yep.
I mean,
aesthetic.
Yeah. So I really liked the costumes. I know some people don't, but I liked picking out like the different random characters. Like I noticed characters on the second watch that like I didn't see the first time. And like I also read that they recycled a lot of the extras because they were wearing masks and because they were so low budget. So they were just like, okay, go put on a different mask and now you're this person. But yeah, there was some like random, and I was a little bit confused about the background characters because like several times they referred to them as creatures, right? They weren't like people, they were creatures, the creatures of Halloweentown or whatever. But some of them were just like regular. Like there was like a milkman or something. And then when they were getting off the bus, there was like a marching band leader and he had like a little baton.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's like a creature. That's like a person in a costume. Like I don't understand if they're all supposed to be monsters or if they're supposed to be like trick-or-treaters or like what is going on. I don't know.
Anything applicable to Halloween.
Yeah. So like that was a big part of like the scenery for me, is just like watching what the characters were doing in the background.
Yeah.
Another fun fact from Paul. Apparently Debbie introduced herself as Princess Leia's mother.
Was she Princess Leia's mother?
Yes. Like her real mother.
Huh.
You didn't know that?
No. Did
like,
we ever see her?
Leia's mother, the actress's mother.
Oh. Oh, she's actually what's her name's mom?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. Well, that's a fun fact.
No, I like called you out for not knowing that, and I cannot think of her name for the life of me.
Carrie Fisher?
Yes.
Okay. That's neat. I don't know, man.
Thank you.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
All right.
Sorry.
So, Mary, Thoughts on the scenery?
Yeah, I definitely loved all the practical stuff. Like I freaking love 80s movies and like Jurassic Park and things, like just things where they're not using CGI, because I just feel like practical props and things are so much better than CGI most of the time. I just really, really liked it. Like the bone guy, he was intense. I really want to know how they did that. Like, is he a puppet? I didn't look it up.
I know. I studied for this test. He was a robot. So
Yeah.
they made that joke about
What?
him being like, oh, it's animatronic. They have those in Disneyland. He actually was like an animatronic. And I think it was the actress who played Marnie. She said you could hear him making little clicking sounds. Like, the animatronics at Disneyland make sounds, but you can't hear them because they have music and stuff.
Yeah.
So when they were acting in scenes with him, they could hear all the little weird robot sounds that he was making.
No way. I love that reference even more now.
Yeah.
Someone said it in the chat too, that he was a robot. I'm not sure who.
Oh, did they? I must have missed that. That's super fun.
I feel like a pretty good robot too. I mean, I feel like I need to go back and watch it knowing he's a robot.
Yeah. Huh. Well, you could see like behind his skin, like his eyebrows moving. It looked like there was something in there, like pushing on him and stuff. But
I think it was
so
like
cool.
So
yeah. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot for that. I love that it's an actual town that you can go and see. I really want to do that now. That sounds super fun. And yeah, I just liked all the practical stuff.
I said special effects, LOL.
Oh my gosh.
But I liked the kind of like late 90s fashion, like the scrunchies, the mom's outfits. Amazing. And I thought I enjoyed the costuming a lot and like the setting. I would have loved to see what they could have done with that $30 million budget. I thought it would have been really cool. But it's still like, I think for me, the scenery is like the reason I enjoy watching it, because it just like transports you to that kind of like Halloween fun feeling.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So let's move on to the big question for everyone in the chat. We'd love for you to answer too, about what you think we're going to rate this movie. What would you rate the movie? So there's Waltastics, films that Walt would be proud of. There's Golden Mickeys, tried and true Disney classics. Background Magic is a film perfect for a rainy day. One-hit wonders are worth the one-time watch. And Keep It in the Vault, you could have lived without seeing it. We already have rolling in. Keep It in the Vault from Magic. Burn it. One of them.
It was so not that bad.
Agreed.
I mean, did you watch Frankenweenie last week? That's so sad.
So, Mary, why don't you start? What did you think the rating should be?
I think this is the perfect film for a rainy day. Like, this is definitely a background. I could watch this like if I'm falling asleep on the couch kind of thing, or if I'm like editing or working on photos, or like just something like that, like something in the background that just you can kind of look up and enjoy what you're watching, but you don't have to like pay super close attention to it.
We have some more rolling in. So Amanda thinks Background Magic. Yeah, Paul, we do struggle with like the Background Magic and One Hit Wonder. And I think something that we were talking about before we got on this video was the fact that like seasonal movies, Lisa brought this up, like Halloween movies or like Christmas movies kind of are like in a weird category. And I think too, the Disney Channel original movies are also in sort of a weird category of how do you rate them? Walt Life, Salt Life said Background Magic. Victoria said Keep It in the Vault. Belle Holiday Rose. I haven't seen you, Belle, but thanks for joining in.
Yeah, welcome.
Magic. Luke says Sorry, Luke said Golden Mickey.
Wow.
That's some pretty, that's pretty
a strong recommendation.
Yes. All right. So Jason says keep it in the vault. Okay, well, Lisa, what do you think it should be?
So I don't know. It's like we said, it's like a weird category because it's a holiday movie. And I feel like if it wasn't Halloween themed, it would be Keep It in the Vault for me. But because it is Halloween themed, it's like somewhere in between Background Magic and maybe Golden Mickey. Like if we're saying classic as in something that I would watch once a year, then it's like somewhere in between those two, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So Walt Life Salt Life agrees about the seasonal Disney Channel movie. I said Background Magic because I feel like I need to sort of like watch it once a year. But I would totally throw this on in honestly most Disney Channel original movies and kind of like Craft or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Halloweentown all year round in our house.
I love it.
Yes. So Walt Life Salt Life is saying the nostalgia factor is hard to vote on. I totally agree with that.
Right.
Makes it very difficult.
For sure.
All right. So let's move on to the fun category, Imagineering. Where do you see this? In the parks, on a cruise, at the resorts, anywhere? Lisa, why don't you go first?
Gosh. Well, now that we know that the Bones guy, what was his name? Benny. Now that we know he's an animatronic,
Who's somewhere?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they could incorporate this movie in some way, like on the parades. Like sometimes they'll have a float that's kind of just a combination of several like different films in the same genre or something. They can have something like that. But I don't know. I feel like all of the fun characters that would be like fun to have as like a walk around character or something like that are like the background characters. Because I mean, the main characters would be face characters, and people are going to be like, "Wait, who are you?" Like,
yeah.
You know? But yeah, I don't. But I mean, they do at like 80. Oh, sorry. 80s nights and 90s nights. Sometimes they do like bring out like the deep cut characters, and then the people who like that movie get super excited. So I feel like they could do something like that where. If you get it, you get it, you know?
So people are agreeing that Benny should be somewhere in the parks. I think it's easier too, Lisa, like in Disneyland for them to kind of like pull out these more like obscure things because, I don't know, you guys just get better stuff over there.
Yeah, like the Oogie Boogie Bash. You could just put anybody you wanted in there and everybody would be like super pumped about it.
Yes. Yes, I love this idea, a random like photo spot. I mean, I think they should have like seasonal walls because people are so obsessed with like the wall photo ops. That would be really fun.
Yeah.
All right. Mary, how about you?
I would be into some merch, like some shirts or something, because that would be an easy way for the face characters to like be represented. I would wear a Halloweentown shirt for like fall at the parks and stuff. And then I like that big giant pumpkin in Town Square, so they could put something like that up. Maybe people wouldn't really get it, but you could put like the Halloweentown placard like thing on there, so people, maybe kids who haven't seen it, their parents might get reminded like, oh yeah, there was this awesome 90s goofy movie that I used to watch, and they could bring it back that way a little bit. Plus that'd be a super fun like photo op thing. I don't know. I feel like they need to work more photo things into like walls and things. That would be super fun. And definitely put Benny on a float somewhere. I think that would be awesome. I was trying to think of like a food thing they could do, but like all they really ate in this movie was the candy. and like they collected all those random, ooh, they could do like a treasure hunt kind of, or a scavenger hunt or something, kind of like she did in the movie to make the potion, like a Halloween scavenger hunt that you do to like make something. I don't know, that could be fun too, maybe in Magic Kingdom.
I like that idea. So Luke has a good point. They keep the old costumes there. That would make sense to me.
Nice. Oh yeah, Disney Springs is good.
There is the photo place in Disney Springs.
That's true, yeah.
That could, I don't know, do you have anything like that in Disneyland where there's like a photo place where you can go take pictures? That it's like a Sears like photo spot. It's really
like
weird.
A green screen and they just put things.
It's indoors?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like a photography shop in downtown or in Disney Springs with like a green screen, and they just stick things behind you and you can take pictures with different things.
I know about that. No, I mean, we had the pop-up Disney like photo thing, but that was like a limited time. And then we have like usually there's like a mural, like right now it's Black Panther. Before it was like a castle thing, but nothing with a green screen.
Pop-ups would be fun too. Like make the living room or something of grandma's house or her kitchen or something. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah. That could be interesting. Like they did like I don't know if you guys saw the Freeform Halloween house. They did a few different movies. They had Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas. There was like a few of the Halloween movies, and they had things like for each. It was a pop-up photo thing, and so you could take photos with like the cauldron from Hocus Pocus, or like in the grave from Hocus Pocus and stuff like that.
Cool.
I feel like something like this. I mean, it wouldn't have to be like a big thing, but if they just had like one setting, I feel like people would like that.
Yeah, totally.
I agree.
Just make the taxi with Benny in it. People in the back seat.
And Benny's in the front seat. That would be awesome.
That'd be easy. I like it.
I think it's funny you mentioned the pumpkin, Mary, because that pumpkin made me think of the Disneyland pumpkin. And I wish we had that in World. It is so beautiful.
Oh, you don't?
We have like a couple, but they're like outside of the park with like the backdrop of the train station.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think we have a giant pumpkin on Main Street.
No.
But you guys have you guys get a big Christmas tree for Christmas, right?
Yeah, so there's totally World.
So what did they put there for Halloween? Just nothing?
Nothing.
They have like scarecrows kind of in that area, but like it's just like a photo spot where you can take a picture with the castle way in the background. Yeah, I know. I like the characters that are above the signs, like as you're walking under to get into Disneyland too.
We were sad, like they didn't actually put those up this year. I mean, because the park's not open, but we would think like they would do some kind of theming, like we could at least like go look at it.
Right.
I think it might be because they don't want like crowds to come and like try to take photos and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to make sure everyone stays dispersed. So.
Yeah. Sad year.
Yeah.
They're saying the Two Real Geeks said they're dated now. I agree. I feel like they need to mix it up a little bit.
Right. I still love them, but
of all, it's not the year for them to mix things up. It'll probably be a couple of years before that happens. So. Okay. I also would have loved, so the book that Aggie read to the kids at the start, I think that would be such a cute notebook. They're doing tons of those like movie VHS notebooks. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. I don't know why, but like this question prompted me to think, I wonder if they're gathering data from Disney Plus to see like what movies are popular.
Oh yeah.
And like what merch they can offer, because I think there's a lot of like these movies, like the Disney Channel movies, or maybe movies that didn't perform well in the theater that might be performing well now. And I wonder if they'll kind of like alter their merch and stuff based off that. Tangerine Tourist popped in here. Hello.
Oh, hi.
And then, this was maybe, one more and then my bigger takeaway. The little talisman thing, all I could think about when I saw that was like the bubble makers that they give the kids at like the nighttime shows. Like, it might just be that. That's what they used. But I feel like that could be a thing, maybe.
That is funny.
Maybe
Yeah, that was a weird thing.
Their budget got cut and they're like, what can we use? Like, who has a bubble maker?
Right.
I love it.
And I think I don't think that Halloweentown would be the draw for this. I think more Hocus Pocus would be. But they do like the lightsabers for Star Wars. I don't think they should totally do brooms. I feel like people would buy a broom, and bring it home. So the whole broom thing made me think of that.
Brittany has me questioning the pumpkin. So I'm looking through Disney World's Instagram, and I just found a picture of, they have like 3 stacked pumpkins that make like a frame almost of Main Street, but they don't have a big pumpkin. She made me question myself.
There is a pumpkin, but it's outside, and I think there's 2.
Yeah.
But
it's like a blow up looking pumpkin, or it was when I went forever ago. It was just like one of those yard ornaments, that like blows up, I think. I could be wrong.
So, yeah, I knew I was going to say bubble wand. It looks just like a bubble wand.
I like it.
Phil says you already have a broom. I'm thinking like a stylized broom. Like, I also don't know why they don't have this in Hogwarts. Like, I feel like people would buy like Harry Potter's broom.
Right. I've never been. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they do, and I just haven't seen it. But I feel like
I'm just like making stuff up. I've never even been there. I'm like, they have it. It just seems like they would. You're right. It seems like they would.
All right. So, okay. Well, we are at the time of the show where I did mention this in my Instagram story. Mary and I did this like last night / today. We have our new logo for fall, which is starting on November 1st, and it's going to go up until Christmas. So we're basically doing a new logo for the rest of the year. So we're going to be revealing our fall logo, and drum roll. It is.
So cute.
So the saffron ears have made it into this logo, in case anyone was wondering.
They're my favorite.
And yeah, so we're really excited. We're going to be doing fall-esque movies throughout November. So keep an eye out for those.
Yay.
Thank you guys. Love it.
It feels so festive. Like, I felt super pumped about the Halloween one, and now we're like halfway through October. I'm like, let's get ready for fall stuff.
I also bought an orange hat because I don't have one, and I match. So
perfect.
All right. So next up, we have Amanda from the Hides Do Disney. She's going to be on the show next week, October 20th. As you guys know, we always do this show every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we hope you will join us next week with Amanda. And of course, Lisa, it's going to be up to you to pick Amanda's fate.
All right. So are the movies that don't get picked in October rolling over into November, or is that just...
I don't know.
One of them is, for sure.
I think I know.
If it doesn't get picked.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one that should definitely be in November, in my opinion.
Yeah. So just before we select, we also have Megan and Juliet coming on to end out our Halloween. They are from the Pumpkin Queens. I know they are hoping for Night Before Christmas. So no pressure, Lisa. Don't pick that one. And Jacob from Disney Channel is going to be kicking off our fall series.
Yay!
All right. So here we go.
Trying to like squint and see if I can make them out. Number 4.
Okay. All right. Number 4 is Haunted Mansion.
Yay!
All right, guys. We are going to watch Haunted Mansion next week, and we're going to talk about it with Amanda.
I can't wait. That's
Amanda
super fun.
Amanda, are you ready to watch Haunted Mansion? Amanda said she'd be happy with any of them. So
right.
Yes, but we will say like Coco is going to go into fall. So if we don't get Coco next week, it's gonna go into fall.
Yeah, for sure.
No road trip to Salem, but that's okay. We have to save some Halloween ones for next year. So
That's true.
That's true.
All right, guys.
That's awesome.
Well, that is it. I don't know if I ever watched that whole movie. That's what Magic in Michigan said.
Oh, about Haunted Mansion?
Yeah. I've never seen Haunted Mansion. Well, or I have, it wasn't recently, so.
I actually saw that one in theaters, and then I watched it recently while I was like editing or something. Pretty fun.
I wanted to share a fun fact about Halloweentown 2. So it's called Calabar's Revenge. It's spelled with a K, but in all of the subtitles in the movie, it's spelled with a C.
I feel like it should be a C for some reason.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I just want to remind you about the Facebook group. So if you'd like to join in, we're going to do a group watch again. And we hope you join in on the fun on there. So we're all going to do our sign outs now. I'll kick it off. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace, love, and Kwaharini. And Mary.
Have a practically perfect day.
You guys are so cute. I don't have a sign off. I'm just like, see you in the next video. Bye.
That's okay. You have cute puppies and kitties. So. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.
Bye.